Now, I'm not sure if this is a mark of quality or something else. Sometimes people like to change it. I mean, as long as they're not playing, what, Operation Raccoon City, the one that just came out recently, you're probably in for a decent ride. It's time for some horror. It is October, after all. And I thought, instead of like spooky jump scares or maybe terrifying monsters, which there are terrifying monsters in this, I suppose, let's go for some more existential crises. What we got here is not fear of things we can't comprehend, it's fear of things we can't control, like your favorite franchise going in a wildly different direction. That, to me, is true terror. What is also true terror to me is the fact that I can't actually make a super fresh save on this thing. If you try to mess with it to like undo your cloud save or whatever, or delete it, you can't just say whatever. Like, it'll say, hey, we won't save then. So I don't have any new stuff. I think if we start, like, there's no leveling up. You upgrade the weapons, but I think if we just start from the start and go from there, pretty much we'll get the whole experience. But I have played this game not only on here, but also on the PC, or this is the PC, on the 360 as well. You know what? No, let's go with Chris, just because it's what I'm used to, pretty much what everyone is used to. Start this off as vanilla as can be. I mean, we have ammo reserves. We don't really need to worry about them. We can just go in 100%. As vanilla gets with this thing. I suppose, you know, making a new Steam account, buying the game again, then nice fresh new save counts. But I think this will do us just fine. So, what is the deal with Resident Evil 5? Why is it the black sheep, almost no pun intended, of the group? Well, let's see. Resident Evil 1 through, what, Code Veronica, not isometric, fixed camera angle, tank control, survival horror. And I was not a big fan of the series due to a run-in with Resident Evil 2 as a young kid. Kind of scarred me in that way. It got better, but definitely didn't help. The Resident Evil 4, big blockbuster, and probably the first RE game I actually got my hands on, and I, really enjoyed it. The reason we're not doing that is because there's already a perfect playthrough of that on some other Canadian friends channel. Not actually my friends, just that friends is the name. You probably know what I'm talking about. Illusion's not my strong suit.
End up in the hands of terrorists. A new era of
Chris and your giant beefy arms. No, I want to go with the one that not only do I know a lot, doesn't mean I'll play it any good,
people in the destabilized
but also just the one that I feel like doesn't get a fair rep.
Was inevitable. As panic spread, governments of the world turned to the Global Pharmaceutical Consortium, which formed the Anti-Terrorism Unit, BSAA.
Just cause.
Operatives of the BSAA were
I don't think it's
sent
very
to infiltrate and
scary
neutralize
or anything.
bioterrorist hotspots,
There is some tension
restoring safety
in
and
trying to
stability
survive,
to
though.
various
So I
regions
guess with the
around
survival horror aspect, it gets that right. The rest of it, I don't know, it's schlocky, kind of great in that regard.
My name is Sheva Alama.
Hello, Sheva.
Your reputation precedes you, Mr. Redfield. It's an honor.
I actually really like Sheva. Like, she gets a bad rap, I feel like, in these games.
Yes.
And that's probably because of being the AI partner. And the AI is not great.
And I'm not going to be happy to see an American. BSAA
I'm also talking over this
That's why I'm your partner.
important plot.
Help put them at ease.
Bioweapons are bad. The BSAA was made. Chris is part of that group. We're here to do that. He's got a past, which I'm sure won't come up. I'm sure it's just whatever.
Yeah, sorry. It's nothing. Let's go.
And arms as thick as tree branches, like,
Casualties continue to
jeez,
mount over
tree
the long
trunks.
years I've
Like,
struggled.
man,
More
My
and more,
head
I
is that
find
bicep.
myself wondering,
I don't consider
it's
my
all
head
worth
usually
fighting
like.
for.
I don't really have that much big of a
Maybe
head.
one day I'll find out.
That analogy now suffers now that I've said that.
You don't have to get touchy. Let's go.
I think I like Sheva. I mean, her character
There's one
arc
thing I do know.
that is a little
I have a job to do, and I'm gonna see
not
it
there.
through.
It's just that she doesn't really have like a major change, but like she's pretty neat. Kicks butt on her own. It's just most of the time when you're playing this for the first time and going through, the AI partner is the idiot, and you're just going, I hate you, when that just gets levied onto Sheva. All right, let's get to walking.
Chris, Sheva, can you read me?
Unlike
Coming in loud and
RE4,
clear, Kirk.
we can strafe. I believe there might be a new controller configuration for like PC and maybe PS2 version of it, where you can do that as well. I don't like it, to be honest. I like it here. I guess it's just because I'm used to it, but when I tried changing it, it just wasn't the same. No tank controls. Hey, what's up? You are
Roger that.
exceedingly tall, because I think Chris is already a tall guy. So, go talismans. I like shirt design. I also kind of like Chris's shirt design. I can see a little thing there. I wonder if there's like a fake fashion line. That would be great. Just gonna stand there. Can I make? I can't make commands yet. So I'll just continue looking at people. I don't know how safe that is with your fingers clipping through the machete like that. You're gonna get yourself hurt. Hi guys, how you doing? Can I just walk all around in here? Little bag, 70 kilograms of high quality. It was moving. I guess maybe they're done with smacking it down. Sorry, I like your mustache. Also, in like this heat kind of visual, it's very nice. Textures are actually really good. Like, this is a 360 game, that generation, and except for a certain, like, sometimes where it zooms in on something that's not great, I find it to be pretty solid looking. Not top of the line, but good. And as far as a PC port goes, it's fantastic. Like, Capcom does work with their ports. I do, like, what is it? RE4, RE5, and 6, Devil May Cry 4, and the Special Edition. Those are the ones that I played, and they've all had very strong ports. So I'm very happy with that. You know, OBS is fine with it. I mean, we're locked at 30, but this is like a, 50-ish and hovering kind of thing. And now we get to talk to one
Good, you're both here. Come.
Liam O'Brien, doing his best I'm Liam O'Brien voice. I mean, I guess otherwise he'd just be British man.
This way.
I don't think it's quite that.
Maybe because of the new government, the people around here are a little on edge. You should do what you came here to do and go home.
Yeah, they really roll out the red carpet for us Americans.
I have your weapons for you here.
This doesn't seem like it. Okay, well, I can see the flies on it. I was about to say, this doesn't seem like a very good place for storing meat.
Grab your weapons. The operation's already
Get
started.
our lovely non-samurai edges. It's actually just a Beretta. And unfortunately I had to get out of this really nice collared shirt. I suppose if you're doing the... Oh, I had to actually equip it. Right, tutorials. Then we can actually put on stuff. If you're using the safari outfit, it keeps that same kind of thing, but then puts you in zebra stuff. It's kind of stupid.
Good.
No, it's really
What
stupid.
do you know about Ouroboros?
If we're already in New Game
Mostly
Plus
just
dumb
rumors.
territory, it might
Something about
make an
visions of a
appearance.
doomsday project.
Doomsday sounds about right, and apparently it is no rumor.
You're kidding, right?
Gasp.
You must find a man named Irving. He is our only lead.
I'm just gonna go now.
And be careful out there.
Everything is fine. Here's a little tutorial area set up. Oh, wait, let's check this box. Conveniently placed. Gee, it's almost like... So we can pick it up, or we can yell at them. Inventory management for both you and the partner is probably where this game gets most of the bad rap. Especially in the single-player kind of way.
Whatever happens, we stick together.
There's also some tutorial stuff over here. They're not really important. She have a really just the AI partner in general will require their own ammo stock, which is awful to say the least. To say the most would be it's not great. It doesn't work most of the time because the AI is really not buggy, but you know, for as much as this game is a thing where you go, boy, I need to really like make sure I have all my chickens in a row, as it were. Some animal carcass. I don't know if this is for a ceremony. It seems like it's been left here for at least a couple of days. Or, I don't know how the biology of this place. Maybe it could just be minutes and then it's just, hey, maggots everywhere.
Did you hear that? It came from that building.
We should do the investigate, but fast. And a whole lot of things involving co-op stuff, which I don't know. I like it. It works. It's very fun when you play with a co-op partner. Maybe should have gotten someone on, like one Alredix, to get on there, but he doesn't own a copy, and I'm not in the giving mood. This Pastafarian religion's a little more than I bargained for. But the missionaries seem crackly. I like their red eyes, you know, reminds me of Dragon Guard. And then at the same time, I don't like the red eyes because it reminds me of Dragon Guard. Anyone would react like that after being asked, are you okay? Because you know that a Buster Wolf is just going to come out immediately after that. You don't want that to happen. I think he's okay. Probably just needs some eye drops, if anything. Or like a napkin, wipe off that drool. You were slobbing worse than my nephew. I know he's not even one. Aging, the references. Oh. Like so. Although she's on attack, so maybe that's why. She just spent half her clip. Magazine, my bad. Spent half her magazine on this one. I believe this is one of the few people that we can control our head tilt. I suppose being able to do that. One of the few guys that don't dissolve into weird bubbles. We can kick open doors if we want to, because that's the Resident Evil way. And we can reload because that's just a video game. And because also it's a video game, you just gotta do that. Is there no exit out of here? Just kind of whatever. Don't try to find the way. That's the American way. Make it your own path. Trail all the blazes. I don't think that's how that works. So here's a situation of impossibility. And the game tells us, hey, let's leave. This is bad news. You can also run over here and, I don't know, get some eggs eventually. But let's not worry about that. Okay. Eventually, like, if you're playing New Game Plus, or just have a bunch of items, you can fight that off. You don't get anything for killing them individually. But eventually, at the very, very end, you'll be able to get some good stuff. Which is nice, I guess. Boy, it looks like this door, this specific door frame that's ubiquitously used in the Kijuju area, could be opened by 2 people. Expect to see that animation a whole lot. Also, check out this big dang old axe. What are you actually using for these? Like, what are you cutting with that? At that point, it's silly. Hey. I thought there was an investigation thing, but I wasn't sure. So I had to make the jokes first. She also got some ammo. Good for her. The AI has 2 settings. There's cover.
Come on!
I think it's just the default one because that's all you do when you tap B. Then you hold it, and then you can go attack. And that puts her in a more aggressive state, which is pretty good because then the AI is usually attacking. But right now, when we're in the I need you to stay, like, we don't have much ammo, we need to preserve it kind of situation, it's better to just kind of keep her on cover, which means she'll follow us like a lost puppy. I will get some of this, and then you can also say eventually when she gets up the ladder, say, hey, you get that. More doors. A co-op. That's a little Resident Evil tidbits. Unfortunately, because we're playing the PC version because we're so great, load times are pretty good. So we don't have to really... it's not a thing I would say I'd complain about. But yet, here we are. Let's give you the one.
Thanks,
Probably not great to use an herb like that. Turn the greens into greens. Usually you want to wait for the greens and reds. There's not health ups like in RE4. It's just kind of straight on stat. Like, everything's pretty pure. There's like equipment you can put on, but that's like in your inventory to get stuff like less damage from bullets and less damage from melee.
You don't know what you're talking about! You can all go to hell!
Wait a minute.
I suppose bullets also means crossbows. Also, Liam O'Brien is in trouble, and Pyramid Head Man is here to help. Rent a Pyramid Head. You know, we couldn't afford the full license, so we just had them take off the pyramid. Now he's just Headman. Hooray! Blood for the blood god! Etc. for the etc. god. I like that guy. Mostly because we'll probably see him later and he will try and be attacking us with the megaphone. Unfortunately, that's not like a Kirby using the microphone kind of way. It's more in a smacking you over the head with it. I don't even know how he made it. I didn't see a squirrel or a string. Dave the Barbarian references. That's what you expect right here. MaelstromTear. YouTube.maelstrom/ it's time for panic mode. We're stuck in a house. Some would say this is like that part in RE4 where you're stuck in a house with Lewis and have to kind of get around. Others would say, why are you hiding hand grenades in melons? And don't worry about it. It's fine for the most part. And really, most of the most part, it's not that great. Like, you can hold yourself up and then you can shoot these guys there. But what we really want... Now I feel like I regret doing that. One of these is going to break. What's that one? Really what you want are these stunning areas. Like, shooting them down is one thing, but then getting them into where they're in a state like this and then actually getting a hit in is way more important than actually getting the thing in. That said, it probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to stay inside because eventually they'll force us out anyways. Thankfully, the AI, especially in cover mode, is right there. Like, you can mash it out, and you will pretty much have to mash it out to get into the out of people's stuff. But if you just press B, or subsequently, if your partner is in trouble and you press B because it's the co-op button, then you're all good.
We need backup, and we need it right now.
Fortunately, like, I can't seem to get... I feel like she is actually doing more problems than helping because you can get these nice uppercuts and stuff in pretty easy. Now I probably want to move. There are reinforcements in the building, and then there's reinforcements right next to our faces. This guy is not one we want to mess with. Although we could technically... let's get a grenade in there. Where you go? What I want are more grenades to do stuff like that. Get that guy. I don't. Oh, hey! Speak of the man who just hit me.
Much appreciated.
You can also, like, after certain things, you can press B and they'll be like, "Hey, thanks." There is something like an S-Link thing where it said, "Hey, you do better if you get this to the maximum friendliness or whatever." But I don't think that's quite the same thing. It might help, but I'm not sure. So this is basically the village, not the M. Night Shyamalan thing, but instead the RE4 stuff. What we want to do is not exactly hole up because it doesn't work, as you can see by this guy saying, "You wanted this wall? Sorry." Instead, kind of go run around and get stuff. There should be more grenades around here somewhere. Grenades are probably the best thing to use. There's also stuff like this. Sorry, Sheva.
Thanks for the help.
To totally undo people. Subdue people, I suppose. There's also fire. Very good.
We've got to hold down
At
till
this
Kurt
stuff.
gets here.
Gosh, I'm way too focused on that guy. He's pretty much the one that you don't really want to mess with for your first run. Granted, this isn't our first run, but it's not exactly the same thing either. Or more grenades, but there's also... of course they're not on our buttons. Who needs them on there? Who needs buttons in the first place? Silly goose. Goose knuckle? Yeah, double hits. And then just Inferno. That man half saved me, but not really. She doesn't have a health item, so I just get kind of a pat on the butt and say, "Good job." I need to use this. We use it near each other. Hooray, everybody gets healed. We're all good pals here. Let's maybe get out of it. It's a lot to go through and not a lot of time to go through with it. Now that we're just out, I think we just kind of have to rush through. It's kind of a Matador thing of shoot him until we're very sure. Actually got through that guy. Until we're very, very certain that he falls down, or at least goes to one knee. That's the important one. Granted, we can also just kind of sidestep that thing, but his other swing is not so easy to do. I believe somewhere around here, before guy shows up. There we are. There is a gun. Well, you need ammo, but you also don't. They're not great, to say the least. Say the most would be, I really don't care for most of the SMG type weapons. But at the moment, you know, you gotta do it. It does help though if you actually, you know, hit what we're aiming for. Hold on guys, give me a second. Alright, now we're in a very bad spot. And thankfully we had some like iframes going there. See if there's any more good stuff. There is exactly good stuff. It's exactly what I wanted. You know, the money, not murdering this guy. Which actually, we did manage to get. Hooray! You get a ring for it, which is good money. Oh, that is a signal for the end of it. Hey, we actually did really good. Much better than the session that I did trying to set this up. And learning that the new game, deleting your save does not work because it just doesn't save. But I don't think that really had anything to do with doing better or having better stuff. Just sometimes you get lucky. That is not to say I'm good at mercenaries at all. I'm actually probably the worst at it. All in all, pretty solid.